Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your girl Cadillac Cat from the Cadillac Cat Morning Show. I want to say thank you all for tuning in to my podcast premiere, January 20th, 2025. Today has been phenomenal with some great interviews, and I'm closing out my interview segments today with my Sarah, and she's an actress, Miss Maura Gale. She does voiceover work, and some of the shows that she's been on a lot of TV shows. Kingdom Business of BET, Ordinary Joe, Saints and Sinners, The Dynasty, Bigger, Stronger Medicine, NYPD Blue, Ally McBeal, just every show on the network, okay? On TV, all streaming platforms. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to the stage Miss Maura Gale.
Hey, what's up, people?
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Look, I gotta give you a prop.
Look, I'm absolutely.
It took me a minute to get to that because I'm doing all this myself.
Oh, I love it because you a real entrepreneur. I am absolutely marvelous, Cat. I'm marvelous, Cadillac Cat.
I love your motivational moments and your motivational Mondays and your marvelationousness.
That's it. I'm marvelistic. I serve motivation, and I'm marvelous.
Okay. So tell me what's going on with you, sis, today. What is your day looking like today, and what you got going on?
You know, today, and actually in my motivation today, I talk about it. Today is about either volunteering, serving someone, helping someone, or putting your feet up, having you a sip of coffee, tea, or whatever, but minding your own business. My husband and I are planning to sit in front of the fireplace. We've got a couple of books we've been wanting to read. We've sold a lot. You know, we are in ministry, so we served a lot on yesterday, and I set some platforms up for other people to help serve. So we're just excited. And then, you know, I'm from LA, so we've been getting together some outreach information to support those impacted by the LA fires.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate.
I know, just horrible. And I lived there for 25 years. So, you know, just doing all we can to set some systems in place. Once the initial donations die down, we want to be in place to be able to support and encourage them long haul. But for today, my husband and I, Mondays are our day of rest. So we're gonna just chill, sit in front of the fireplace, read some good books, laugh, and maybe play some games a little bit later.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And again, my day is this podcast premiere, and then I'm going down to the King Center. So I'll be doing that too. So, you know, being in Atlanta, you know, that is the privileges of this day. So, and given the climate of where we are today, you know, girl, you know, we always like
said, girl. You're like, woo, it's a lot, which is why I'm so grateful that you are doing this on today. We need some counter programming. We need some inspiration. We need some motivation. We need all this hope, this light, this love, this sunshine that I know you given, and you're drowning the people with it. And I'm so glad you pre-planned to be able to do this.
Yeah, and it just dropped into my spirit less than 30 days ago that this day was the day that it was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Because the real occasion for today is the late, great Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. It's about him today. So that's what we're focused on.
That is what we're focused on.
I wrote a poem about Dr. King called Martin Had a Dream One Day, and I actually recorded it last night. So I'm going to release that online today as an homage to the late, great Dr. King.
Okay. You want to give me some snippets of it right now that I got to premiere?
Oh, let's
anything
see.
You want to say?
Let's see. Martin had a dream one day, dream one day, dream one day. Martin had a dream one day. It'll come true, I pray. Born
Wow.
in Atlanta, Georgia in 1929, born to birth a movement, a new America to define. Now, those imbued with ignorance would question how could it be that this Negro could choose to walk the peaceful, pious path of Jesus and Gandhi. Anyway, that's just a little snippet, a little taste, a little ear candy.
I have to do that. Yeah. We have to, we have to be there for each other and be
Hmm.
our own support system because when you live alone or in isolation and,
Yeah,
or, when you're going through what we're going through now, it's
yeah,
traumatic
yeah,
and some people feel hopeless, but, you
yeah,
have to hang on to your faith and your family and your friends and anything
absolutely.
positive because, being inundated daily with anything negative will wear you
Yeah.
down.
Oh, yeah.
Your
I mean,
mental and your psychic.
it will totally, it can cause you to implode. It can cause you to go inside. It can cause you to be sad, and you won't even know you're carrying around a wet blanket. You won't even know you're carrying around the heaviness of a load or a boulder. And it's interesting because since the elections, and this is just a Maura Gale personal choice, I have chosen to take a fast basically from media. I read my news now, and I will sometimes, of course, I'm on social media, so there are certain people that I will actually absorb their information, but I cannot do 4 years of foolishness. I refuse. So for my sanity, for my peace of mind, for my health, and for the light that I have to protect that I share with others, I
Mm.
have chosen to do that. And I was like a political pundit. I mean, I would drink news. That's my my thing. But I my sanity is way too important. And so my husband and I have a rule in the house. Don't send me no bad news, boo. Don't send me what's going on with the drama. Don't share it. I don't want to hear it. It's gonna come through the system, but I am not looking for it. I'm not searching for it. So I darn sure my friends know, do not send me. Don't send me this
Mm.
drama. Mm-mm,
Mm-mm. Yeah,
mm-mm.
yeah, no, mm-mm, no,
No,
no, no,
I'll
no. We're not
pass.
gonna do
A
that.
hard pass. That would be a hard no.
And you posted something a while ago, and I said I wrote it
Mhm.
down. It says
What you put?
you said something, and I was like, "Whoa!" That was a rare. You said, "Don't let no one steal your joy."
Oh
You
no,
said,
because
"Be the CEO of the joy of your
yes,
joy."
yes, that is one of my I call them Mara-isms. I've shared that for years because you are the CEO of your joy. It's unlike lotion. It's not rubbed on your skin. Your joy is in control and it's found within. So you must own that, possess that. You got to guard that like you do your wallet. I tell people, hey, you wouldn't if somebody bumped you. That's like that you can allow somebody to steal your joy just because they bump you. But in reality, if somebody bumps you, are you going to voluntarily give up your bank account, your wallet, your passwords to all of your jewels and your money? No, you're not. And you have to guard your joy like it's your wallet, like it's your finances, like it's your bank account. And when you guard your joy like that, you'll always have enough in your cup. You'll be so full that people can have a sip from your salsa because, baby, life gets good when you own what you own. And I own myself. I'm not pimping myself out, and you're not punking me into giving up my joy, surrendering it, and holding an ought or a judge, a grudge against you. You can't pay me to have a grudge against people. I forgive quickly. I find a reason to look for the good in people because I cannot do that kind of negativity.
Mm. Look.
I love you, Cadillac Cat.
See, that's what today is all about. This is what today is all about because
Yes.
that what you just said right there, I've never heard anybody put it so eloquently. Like
Mm.
guard your joy, like you guard. I'm an accountant, and you are too.
Yes.
Guard
Yes.
guard like you guard your bank account, your social security, your identity, your
Is that
family, your
important?
yes. And if you let somebody just come and just beat you down, you know, they will never stop, and they get joy out of that.
They do. They not only take your joy in that moment, but it fuels their joy. It
Oh,
fuels the bitterness and the stuff they have inside. It's kind of like forgiveness. I have coined this phrase like I forgive you for giving me an
mm,
opportunity to grow in some area. You hurt me And it may sting and it may be painful, but I can forgive you for giving me an opportunity to grow in my relationship with God, because sometimes people hurt you so bad and you go to the word and you got to go, Lord, because I know you forgave me, show me how to get this hurt out of my heart. And so people give you an opportunity to actually demonstrate the fruit of the Spirit. They give you an opportunity to actually identify with the crucifixion of Christ. The only time you get to have identification with the crucifixion is when you suffer for righteousness' sake. When you didn't do anything wrong, when you were doing something good and somebody judged you or slammed you or treated you bad on your job, and you know you've been doing good and you've been doing more than enough, that's called identification with the crucifixion. That's when you get to feel just a teeny bit, a grain of a salt bit of what Christ went through to forgive us for all that we did, all that we still do, and all that we are currently doing, and all that we are going to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Oh, spoken like a first lady.
Why, thank you.
So let's just pivot a little bit.
Okay.
Let's talk about what you have going on, because you're on so many shows on BET, NBC, CBS, ABCDEFG network.
HIJK Elemental P.
Elemental P. You're everywhere. What do you have going on for 2025 that you can share and talk about?
Well, I've got a couple of things in the works that I can't talk about. Unfortunately, I got an NDA on a project that I'm hoping that we'll be shooting the end of January, beginning of February. Super excited about that. One of the shows that I just recently did was Chicago Med. It was actually the cliffhanger that was on NBC. And so that just shot. And then Abduction at an HBCU was my Lifetime movie starring Natari Naughton from Power. I know y'all know who she is.
Yes,
she's actually up for a NAACP Image Award. Shout out to Natari Naughton for that. And then, you know, some of my the other projects that I did recently in the last quarter of the year, I actually taped a couple of episodes of Sir Tyler Perry's. You ready for it? You ready for it?
Right.
Look, you ready for it? House of Pain.
So
y'all gonna catch your girl on a recurring role on House of Pain. Super excited in 2025. Very, very excited about that.
Well, let me give you that again. Wow, so you were busy. You were busy.
Good.
And we talked. You've been on my show when I was on radio before. You talked about how you kind of got started. So now that we're on this platform, you want to talk about how you got started in being on TV. How did it happen?
Sure. You know, this is a very interesting story. You mentioned earlier, you all heard Kadillac Cat share that she's an accountant. Well, in high school, we got to go way back in order to come forward. In high school, I was studying to be an accountant. I'd done 3 years of accounting, and it came to the point where they wanted me to actually start the work study program, because, you know, they put you through this thing and you start working at banks and stuff in your senior year. But I was the co-captain of the basketball team. I was on the pom-pom squad. I was the last leg of on the track team. There was no way I was giving up my high school activities to start working when I knew I'd work for the rest of my life. So I transferred to the accountant's wife's class, which was radio and television. And then when I went away to college, I was studying broadcasting. I was going to be in broadcasting, and someone asked me to audition for a stage play. But before that, I left out a big chunk. I was a rapper. Yes, I was a rapper. I did a rap album, and I won a nationwide rap contest that Curtis Blow was hosting, and I got selected as one of the rappers, and it paid my way to college. So that was how I got to college, studied broadcasting and radio.
You knew I was going to do that.
I knew it was coming. And so after studying radio and broadcast and doing the midnight, you know, what do you call it? The overnight show, Quiet Storm. Quiet Storm. Yes, Quiet Storm was my show. And after doing that, I graduated from Southern Illinois University. And 3 months after graduating, I went to Atlanta. I got hired in Atlanta to work for CNN Headline News. And then after that, I started doing theater at night. I worked with this Black filmmakers club in Atlanta. And the rest is kind of history. I started doing independent films, graduated into, some commercials, and did the Steppenwolf in Chicago, the Steppenwolf Theater. I did I'm sorry, uh, for those who consider suicide when the rainbow isn't enough, for colored girls. And I played the lady in red. And then that thrust me to LA. And then I started doing Ally McBeal, City of Angels, NYPD Blue, and continued. And then raised some babies in Atlanta, and then moved to Chicago. And it has been nonstop ever since. I have linked up with my love, my heartbeat, my husband, Pastor January. It has been truly a blessing. So I am in between Chicago and Atlanta all day, all the time. Love it.
Yeah, I see you here sometimes, and I'm like, oh, she didn't even call me, but I know you are busy,
Girl,
booked,
well, you
and
know what?
busy.
Because when I call you, we trying to hang out. I be wanting to hang out. And so when I come in and I'm flying in for a day or two, I'm like darting.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I can't hang, we can't do nothing. So I know me and you, when we get together, we spend time. I done came by your house. We spend time.
Right. My
We spend real time.
That's right. We had a good time together. We go
Yes,
to the mall,
we did. Yes, we
makeup,
did.
do all of that kind of stuff. So,
my girl hooked me up with her makeup artist. We had a great time.
Yes. Well,
oh, that's great.
again,
I was doing a premiere of a film when I came there. You went with me to my premiere of the Wake Up. Yeah, the Wake Up Call. Yeah. That's right. It was premiering then. Yeah.
It was. Yeah, it was like a fun-filled weekend. So it was really good.
It was
really good. So I want to say, first of all, I'm super proud of all of your accomplishments and your humbleness and you're just, regular, some people let the status that you go that high on TV when they see you on go to their head, some people, but I am fortunate, my spirit of discernment. First of all, I wouldn't be talking to you right now, if that was the case, because I'm like, we're all human. And we're all
better know that. We bleed red blood and we don't walk on water. How about that?
That's true. So thank you so much for being who you are. And how we met many years ago when I was dealing with a tragedy with my twin sister. And you were so, I was out of my, not knowing anything, offering you some tree shade.
Yes, you were. Me and two of our sorors, we were together, and you were like, "Hey, y'all can come over here." I walked up and started chatting. You were like, "Come on, we got big old tree. Sit under this tree with us." And we've been cool ever since.
And just who knows how this was going to end up? Just a random act of kindness, just and that is what we need now in where we are. So much kindness, and I pray that people come back together to being kind to one another and loving on one another and seeing us for who we are and not for the color of our skin, but the content of our character.
That part.
Right.
That part. It's so necessary. If people would just take a moment every day, and this is a simple, one step kind of situation. If you would take a moment every day to see the beauty in somebody, to see something positive about somebody. I call it, for those that are believers, because I'm sure everyone that listens to your show is probably not a Christian, but those that are Christians, this is one way you could do it. When you see somebody, see them through the lens of Christ, hear them through the ears of Christ. And when you do that, when you see them through the lens of Christ, you won't take offense to things that they do or say that may be out of pocket. You won't take it personally. You'll take it purposefully, in the same way with hearing them. And those that are non-believers, just think about, when you see somebody, just think about the humanity of a person. Just the struggles they may be going through, the problems you may be going through. You all may have similarities, but you'll never know it. So why not choose kindness? Why not choose hope? Why not choose love? It's a conscious choice, and it does take some energy and some effort, but I guarantee you, your day will feel better. You will feel better. Your health will be better. And it will set your chart right every single day if you make that one choice every day. It's like when people say, "Oh, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed," and I always say, "Well, choose the other side. Choose the right side." And you can do that, but it is mind over matter, and it requires some energy and effort on your behalf, because you have to say, "Okay, I have problems, but my problem doesn't have me. I have challenges, but my challenges are not overtaking me." And that's a conscious choice. So I beseech you, I beg you, I plead with you Make that choice every day, and it will show up in a positive way. In 30 days, you'll see, wow, it was not as heavy as it could have been. And then you just keep doing that every day. It's kind of like those that do alcohol recovery and drug recovery, which, I speak to women around the country. I fly out to LA every year and I speak to anywhere between 500 and 750 women who are recovering addicts and recovering alcoholics. And I minister my Bible characters, where I bring women of the word to life on stage, accents, costumes, the whole 9 yards. But one of the things is, third steps. They have to take these steps. They have to confess what they are and take these steps every day to choose not to have a drink, every day to choose not to hit the crack pot, or every day to choose not to whatever their vice was. And that's what we have to do. If your default is negativity, choose to be positive on one day, and then just try that again the next day.
Wow. One day at a time. Wow.
One day at a time, baby. All we get is 24 hours, right? Our daily bread. Our daily bread. We only get today. That's today. Do what you can do today, and worry about tomorrow when tomorrow comes.
Yeah.
Make it a choice again.
And I do think that we are going to be better. We're going to get through this, and God is in control. And when we sit back and just say, okay, watch him work everything out for the good.
He will.
Right.
It's not going to turn out the way people think it is. It's not going to turn out the way that they're trying to set it up to be. I believe it's going to totally be different. That we are going to come out on top.
We will come out on top, and we will be victorious.
Yes, we will. We already are, actually.
We are. So again, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to your girl Cadillac Cat from the Cadillac Cat Morning Show. Maura Gale.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And I applaud you in all you do and all you've continued to do. You are a light, a beacon, and we are inspired and encouraged by you. Keep up the God work, because you're doing well, my sis.
Thank you. All right.
You're welcome.